So I think it's been a wait which is for the world, for all of us. COVID struck, and 2020 went, with lightning speed, and so many people lost their lives. And 2021 has also, had the challenge of the second wave in India and the third wave, which is a thing of concern. But in the midst of it, sport is the only, I would say, one of the only lights at the end of the tunnel, and that's what is so exciting for us. And I would say we're very excited that the PKL Season 8 will be back in. The auctions are now. Hopefully December is when the season is. The dates will be announced, but we are really looking forward to it. So I would say, we were really happy with our team in Season 7 as well. If it was left up to us, we would have retained, I would say, more or less all. But the fact is, when you do well and you land up at the semi-finals, more or less, the team that we lost to is the only one that took the final. So our team was very good, but it's impossible to retain when most of our players go into category A and B. So that's the only challenge. So the ones that we've been able to retain, we're really happy. We would have loved to retain a lot more, but all the best to those players. So amongst them, I would say Fazal Atrachari goes without saying, is one of the best players in the world. It is not even possible to actually imagine a World 7 team if there's no Fazal. So he's one of the best in his space. He came to Mumba in Season 2, proved himself, and then went on to do very good in Pro Kabaddi. So I think we're really happy. He's our captain, Iran and the reigning, I would say, Asian Games captain as well, and Mumba captain. Then there is Abhishek, who we will retain. He's an extremely hard-working player. In 2 seasons, he's really proved to be a great asset to us, and I think he would have been to any team. He's waiting on the doors to make it into the national team as well. Very hard-working, really diligent, great speed, great attitude. So I think, very happy that he's with us. Ajinkya, it was a find for us. He's from Bombay. He's our, Mumbai Talarka. So we are really happy that he's with us, and I think this will be the season that could be Ajinkya's great season to, shine and do really well. So excited about him as well. And then Harinder, who's again came into the team as of last season. He's been incredible as a cover. Very happy to have him on board as well. So I think from our starting, these 4 are really outstanding players. We have retained, I would say, we're looking at a pool of around 10 players that we have kind of more or less fixed upon, and then heading into the auction, we will close out the other pieces. Well, see, I would say, look, we have regrained our team very much from Season 5, and after which I think 60 to 70% of our team has stayed intact throughout, and that's the good part for us. So eventually when we're going into the auctions, we will be looking for young players to come in, more or less from, I would say, lower end of the category B, C, D. That's where we're focused on, and those are the young ones that we really want to give them a chance in our side, so that they can prove themselves, go on to do very well. So that's how we look at the auction. We're excited. We have a set plan, and more or less a steady team to go into the auction. That's Season 8 will be one season where we're coming back into it, and we would, as a team dedicated to our lives that matter, the medical workers who really brought this whole thing to the forefront and have been able to save humanity to where we are today. And then in the midst of it, we lost a lot of our own people, including one of our very close colleagues, Minaz, and all we would say is we would want to win it for him. That's what we're looking at. Well, support us. Without the fans, there's no team, and without a great team, there are no fans. So I think this is a great relationship that we have with our fans. We expect them to be honest with us, to tell us what they feel, and we to be able to take and make the best out of what they have to suggest. And finally, they also have to trust us that we try to do our level best.